ここは世界の裏側。あらゆる可能性を内包する想像上の空間、虚数空間。生還は絶望的な状況だ。観測収束が招く強敵と狂気は漂流艦を沈黙の死地へと誘う。フェイト、グランドオーダー、虚数大回戦、イマジナリスクランブル、ノーチラス、浮上せよ。繰り返す。帰還、感銘を告げよ。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Wow, it's really kind of took a while to load there and then kind of launched me across there. So I went and I cleared out all the little enemies that were here. Wow, game, whoa, you're having a moment there. Calm down, you're okay. Beat up the other enemies, all that jazz. I still have some bits to clear out. If I need to actually get every space for the items, I'll do that after. But for now, we have some idle talk. We're going to talk about our favorite Love Live characters and our favorite idol masters, and oh boy. It's very strange. I look over to the corner of the room and I see a bunny girl Skyhawk figure now, and I'm not used to that, but if you haven't seen it, I should be up by now, a video where I bought about 8 Fate figures here. It's a fun one. Anyways, okay, let me make sure I've got this straight. The key features that define these outer gods are: 1. They're huge, gross, and powerful. 2. Our usual physics and magecraft rules don't apply, which also makes it hard to communicate. 3. They claim ownership rights to Earth and inventor's rights to its life forms. 4. If they were actually in charge of Earth, they turn into something weird and grotesque. 5. Most of them have been imprisoned. 6. While they generally act independently, some of them are allies, some are enemies. And 7. Regardless of what they look like, they're not immortal, metaphysical, or conceptual beings. They're still flesh and blood creatures with lifespans just as finite as ours. Okay, that last one's interesting. I didn't know about that. That about sum it up?
More or less. I'm a bit concerned that we may be in danger of underestimating the threat they pose, but we can put that aside for the moment.
Now I get it. This theory is basically the antithesis of the last 2,000 years of philosophical optimism. The author may as well be saying, we're not pure beings, man. God isn't real. The only reason we're here is because some gross, disgusting monsters made us. When you put it that way, it explains a lot about the foreigner incidents that have cropped up so far. You think? Personally, I'm inclined to write the whole idea off as fairy tale nonsense. Hey, don't be too quick to dismiss fairy tales, Sion. We've already proven we can hypothesize about something like void space after all. Yeah, could you imagine that? A whole chapter centered around fairies? That'd be buck wild. Think of it this way. If the world of intellect we know is on the inner side, and everything else is the outer side, then it's only logical that from our point of view, everything from ethics to world outlooks would be turned on their heads in that outer side. And that definitely lines up with the ideas of a certain 20th century novelist. I still do not know. The whole thing sounds ludicrous to me. Do they ever actually say Lovecraft's name, I wonder? You think? Anyway, let's move on. If we're dealing with outer gods here, the main points we need to worry about are 5, 6, and 7, right? Since they can't make many direct moves, their options for intervening here are pretty limited. We might be able to leverage their oppositions to one another as a means to drive them away. And in the worst case, it's possible to use physical, magecraft, and otherworldly means to destroy them.
Fantastic! I have never seen anyone grasp these ideas so quickly. You truly are peerless genius!
You know it. Alright, so what's this opposition about anyway?
Yes. Well, some believe each of the outer gods belong to one of the 4 factions, much like the 4 elementals of earth, water, wind, and fire, you know. But say, do you remember? Personally, I think that idea is preposterous and has no basis in fact. However, it is clear beyond a shadow of a doubt that there are some divinities who are innately opposed to one another simply by virtue of their conflicting natures.
So some gods are in opposition to one another, huh? I do not know about that, but I do know that Hokusai and Abby do not seem in any way adversarial.
Very true. In fact, they seem to be very good friends. Indeed, seeing them always brings a smile to my face.
I'm not going to make a big thing of it now, but hearing that from you, it sounds more than a little ominous.
Oh, at any rate, there's no telling what the future may bring. The way things are going now, it's only a matter of time until we encounter a foreigner with clear, hostile intent.
So there's nothing we can do about that? Well, that is not encouraging.
I am certain there's a divinity out there who considers Lady Hokusai their enemy, and the same also holds true for Lady Abigail. If both foreigners were to, as they say, get into a tussle with their enemies, the chaos unleashed would be akin to hell on earth. And as heartwarming as that prospect may be, as the caretakers of this fine facility, I am sure that is a headache you would much prefer to avoid. However, it bears mentioning that if such a brawl did take place, it may actually lead to a greater stability than we enjoy right now.
Is that your way of saying that if we had one of these oppositional deities around, there would be a deterrent that keeps their enemy in check and stops the various foreigners from going off the deep end?
In essence, yes. As they say, fire is best fought with fire and poison with poison. Indeed, even incurable poisons can be contained with another poison of equal potency. While I can see the sense in considering all foreigners too dangerous to remain, I, for one, am firmly in favor of keeping them around. In fact, I would argue they are the very lamplights keeping the encroaching darkness at bay, thereby preventing a far more disastrous fire than ever occurring. Whoa, slow down, buddy. That they are an unparalleled good omen here to fend off a threat to humanity from nothing less than another space-time continuum.
I think it's way too dangerous to go that far, but I do agree we shouldn't be too quick to get rid of them. After all, if knowledge is power, then the unknown is even more power. I agree with that too. However, Marshal Gilles, there's still one thing I would like to ask you.
By all means, Mademoiselle Socaris.
What do you think foreigners actually are? Earlier you described them as a kind of vaccine inoculating us against greater threats. That is solely our way of looking at it, right?
Ah, yes, you have touched upon quite the key conundrum. What, we are all compelled to wonder, are they? Shrine maidens of evil gods, vessels, avatars, replicas? I do have an opinion on the matter if you care to hear it.
Of course.
I believe they are genuine heroes.
Oh.
Well, one could certainly view them as an abnormal class that was created solely as a means of invading our world. The fact that these beings from the outer universe can only reach out to the world via the throne of heroes speaks volumes. The fact is, if these beings wish to come to our world, that their only option is to don a heroic spirit. In other words, a human shadow that has left an indelible mark upon history. And what is that but an incredibly binding restriction? It goes to show that even in the face of these outer gods, our world remains impenetrable and indomitable. So why should we be particularly afraid of their otherworldly madness? We know that humans are more than capable of going mad, killing and destroying even without such influences. In fact, I will go so far as to say this. Madness creates anti-heroes which go on to create legends of terror, and the Throne of Heroes welcomes all of it. I trust you see my point. The foreigner girls are still in the midst of creating their legends, and they are doing so in exactly the same way as the other heroic spirits did during their lifetimes. That is why I have no fear of foreigners. Indeed, I welcome any and all new arrivals from their class.
Well, that turned out to be a more interesting discussion than I was expecting. Don't you think, Sion? I suppose so. Personally, I'm still digesting the idea that new anti-heroes are being created even as we speak. Yeah, Splash. Oh, hey there, Miss Double X. Have you been swimming this whole time? I have. Since we've been seeing things like multi-headed and flying sharks lately, I thought I'd get in some practice battles to prepare for the upcoming season. Oh, crap, I didn't realize I'd been out this late. I'm off to nab what's ever left for dinner. Double X, out for takeout! While we're on the subject, where does she fit into all this?
Getting back on track. Wow, we're just ignoring the fact that she's labeled as a foreigner for gameplay reasons more than anything, huh? Okay. Just ignoring that. Getting back on track, by hook or by crook if necessary, I will say I feel a bit, uneasy about one thing.
Oh? And what's that?
Remember how I said that conflict between adversarial foreigners should be effectively allow them to cancel each other's power out? Well, if a foreigner capable of mediating such a conflict were to show up, well, that'd be another matter entirely.
Uh-oh. Huh. Interesting. Okay, Act 5. The bottom of the sea, blooming and yielding. Nice. Bit of an awkward name, but I see what they're going for with it. Okay. Deeper. Deeper. Further. Further. That's right. I did call out. I definitely remember that. I called out because I was lonely. I need others. I need light. I couldn't help but want that. Because I'm Clyde. Everything makes sense now. So much more sense than thinking I was Van Gogh. And yet, I am still Van Gogh. The memories I built up over my short life, my way of life engraved upon my body, they all refuse to let me think of myself as anyone but Van Gogh. But even so, I'm still a woman, a morose coward, a flower shadowed by morning, a water nymph. And this mind and body refuse to accept that I perceive myself as Van Gogh. I wonder how much time I've wasted on this pointless back and forth. Time and time again, I've tried tearing myself apart, but because I am not Van Gogh, it never works. I've almost ended up painting that picture so many times now, too, but I can't do that either, because I'm Van Gogh. I'm in so much pain that I keep cutting myself just to pass the time, only for my blood to cloud the water, until I no longer see. The next thing I knew, I was alone again, all alone, drifting aimlessly in the empty void sea. But that's okay. I don't care anymore. As long as I stay here and do nothing, at least I won't be a burden to anyone else anymore. I won't die. I won't paint. And I won't call to anyone. I'll just drift here forever. It suits me. Deeper, deeper, further, further. Shallower, shallower, higher, higher. Huh? Shallower, shallower, higher, higher. Huh? What's going on? Is someone calling to me? Shallower, shallower, higher, higher. I'm picking up what feels like a cliff about 20 kilometers ahead of us. We already have a tough time making our way. We might have a tough time making our way to Gogh. Can you use your bounded field to pinpoint your location, Batty? You got it. Just leave everything to Batty. Hang in there, Professor Van Gogh. You might not look or act how I expected, but I still admire the jigoku out of your mad painting skills. Shallower, shallower, higher, higher. Isn't sending out all those pings kind of tough? Yes, it is, but right now, this is the only sound I can send out to the Void Sea. There's no way I'm letting Gogh sink down into the depths of grief without a fight. I'm gonna find her and pull her out of there, whatever it takes. We're all getting out of this zero sail and going back to reality space together. I won't let her rot down here alone. Yeah, that's right. I'm fighting to save her, whether she wants me to or not. Come on, Gogh, hear me, damn it! I have no problem with you trying to use your pings to get a message to her. We don't have any other means of communicating with her after all. We've stockpiled a mountain's worth of resources for this search and rescue. We've been putting up anti-beam and anti-explosive protections all around the Nautilus like they're going out of style. We also don't have to worry about small monsters or weak beam attacks at all now, thanks to young Gifei and Osaka Behemoth's familiars taking care of the little guys on their own. And if that's not enough, Raiko and I are stationed outside the ship. With both our noble phantasms powered up, we'll sink any enemy ship we can see before it can fire, and defend the ship from any A-rank attacks. The combat team is taking out smaller enemies under Lambda's command, and they'll also work with Fran to take out the larger ones if necessary. Now that's what I call the real superpower of teamwork. With this many offensive and defensive options at our disposal, we don't have to wait for enemies to find us anymore. We can draw them out with our active sonar. This is easily the most ridiculous submarine combat I've ever seen, but this is kind of breaking the mold. It's just what we and Van Gogh need right now. Thanks, Captain. Speaking of combat, we got a huge swarm of enemies headed our way. Get them, familiars. The rest of you, take out the ones that slip past. This is frontline defense. Roger that. We have this situation well in hand. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. I thought I would come to see how my ship is faring, since I have nothing to do in my workshop, and it would seem we have an overwhelming advantage now. Yeah, what do you mean, your ship? She's not wrong. The goddess has done an incredible amount of engineering and production over the course of this voyage. It would not be inaccurate to say that, at this point, roughly half the Nautilus is her property. Impressive, right? I ask no fee for all my work. All I request in return is your love and adoration. Of course, there's no way these add-ons and modifications can be sustained in reality space, so we'll have to remove them and overhaul the whole ship once we get back. Sniff. Aww. It's a defensive team. We've taken out almost all the enemies. We're heading back to the ship to resupply. The infirmary is ready and waiting with all kinds of healing spells in case anyone is injured. Kitchen, we've got warriors headed back. Make sure they all have something hot to drink. Kitchen here. Understood. I'll be waiting with everyone's usuals. You know, Master, once Goey's back safe and sound, I'd be happy to make you another elderflower cordial. Thanks, Baker. Engineer room, we'll need flanking speed as soon as Osaka Bahima gets back. I know you don't need to actually warm up the engines, but keep them ready to go anyway. Don't you worry about it. The Nautilus might look like some overgrown hippo now, but it's still my baby, damn it. I'll make sure the engine keeps purring like a catfish, and you make sure you keep winning your battles. Engineer out! It's too bad the Marine's consciousness is still frozen, but that aside, the entire Nemo series is on the same page again. At this pace, we should be at our destination in about 20 or 30 minutes. Once again, I'll be counting on you, Tanner. Like I said, we're not leaving here without her. Machan! Captain, we got an emergency. Now, that can't be good. Alright, let's hear it. What'd you find out? Well, you know that cliff we spotted up ahead? Turns out it's not a cliff at all. It's a really, really, really deca-huge Professor Van Gogh. Oh, kaiju battle. Let's go. Kaiju... Are we recreating the end of Pacific Rim? The underwater kaiju battle? That'd be dope as frick. Oh, you weren't kidding. Oh, that is... Okay, that's bigger than I thought. That's much bigger than I thought we were actually going to go. Also, hey, shout out to the region already being mapped. Okay, let's hop on in. Oh, Sakabe, are you absolutely certain you're not mistaken? Yeah, I'm positive. Believe me, I double-checked. I double-cheeked a dozen times. The sound of my ass cheeks keep alerting the void beasts. It looks like this terrain is roughly circular, with about a 3-kilometer diameter. And you're telling us it's not a reef but a servant's body? I find that more than a little hard to believe. Tanner, how does that compare to the largest enemies you fought to date? Good question. Let me break out my calculator. It's actually spherical. It's spherical. I love Drake and Josh. It's kind of like a giant bowling ball floating in the middle of the void sea. The outside seems kind of like a spear body's outer shell, complete with powerful spear core signal in the center. I think this is Professor Van Gogh's real body. And unfortunately, since it's spherical, there's no quicker, easy way for us to get to it. And I'm guessing here, but I don't think the outer shell is just a plain old wall. It feels really aggressive, and it's probably super dangerous. I never would have imagined Van Gogh would mutate into something so massive. Maybe it's a side effect of Clyde's spirit origin, like she's blooming instead of taking her own life. I don't think so. I'm guessing this is still just a bud, which means we haven't reached the blooming stage yet. So it truly is the advent of an evil god. Then again, this could simply be these outer gods' plan B. Perhaps they decided that in the event they were unable to use Van Gogh to deify enough foreigners, they could make her into a powerful god in her own right. If that is indeed the case, it would make her both an undercover agent and a ticking time bomb. Well, what should we do now, Captain? The ship's tougher than ever, but we never accounted for picking a fight with a glacier. I'd like you all to come up with a plan that'll let us break through that outer shell with our existing firepower. Will you help us too, Goddess? Of course. However, there's still one thing we need. What's that? Sometimes, when one is facing impossible-seeming odds, one must turn to a malefactor for help. Is that not so? Oh, frick, are we gonna see about deifying Hokusai to help us? Who are you calling a malefactor? Hey there, Oe. Hey, Master. Forget it. I don't even remember how I got here. All I know is I got stuck in this cage when I came to, and I can't even paint a damn picture. Whatever's going on, we Edowites don't make excuses for our deeds even if we were drunk or in love at the time, so I ain't about to start now. Go ahead, do your worst. Just admit it, you do remember what happened, don't you? I just want to know what happened, that's all. Okay. Hokusai, why would you tell such an obvious lie? Well, what else could I do? I ain't never been so ashamed in all my life. After I go out of my way to send off Master with a bang, I turn out to be the bad guy who almost got you all killed? And by disgracing myself by first showing up in that swimsuit again to boot? Not to mention that if I say I'm a samurai, I'd have to commit seppuku to atone for my crimes, right? So I couldn't help but try and, you know, sweep things under the rug. I'm sorry, everyone. Don't worry, no one's actually mad at you. I mean, we have to have opponents, right? We're gonna fight our own servants every now and then. You mean it? The fact is, no servant is fully protected from someone or something tampering with their spirit origin. It's true. A lot of them have been made to play parts in all kinds of wicked schemes, and they weren't all foreigners by any means. Indeed, so rest assured there's no cause for you to be ashamed. We only kept you here as a precaution, nothing more. However, we can keep you here no longer, as we need your help. We would like your opinion on something, given that you painted this vast ocean into existence. Well, in that case, yeah, of course I'll be glad to help. Alright, what happens in the Void Sea stays in the Void Sea, so no more shame for me. I'll do whatever I can to put things right. First off, just so we're clear, I can't paint anything into existence here now that I've been cut off from the outer god. But I do know this sea and this go board better than anyone, and thanks to that I can see a path to victory. You can? That's great. What do we have to do? We use the gaps between the board spaces. You guys probably know this, but those gaps are each their own narrow cul-de-sacs. They're so narrow there's no way the Nautilus could get inside. It might be a little tough to aim for, but... Wait, did you say not even? There's no way. There might be a little tough to aim for, but once you know the trick, they're useless as hiding spaces. That's what you guys thought they were, right? You mean they're not? Nope, they actually work just like a real go board. Any place you surround, well, that becomes your territory. When you take over the smallest units of space, you cut off the moves your opponents can make with their go stones and will open up more for yourselves. So if you guys take over the gaps right at the big gal's corners and make the space she's in your territory, well, you'll be able to jump right into her center, no problem. Huh? So put another way, if we occupy the four corners and make up the giant square where Professor Vanguard, the enemy is, we'll just, like, no-clip right into her, them. Thank you. Thank you for using this term so much. Oh, you can't even see my mouse, I realized. I'm gonna put mouse back on. I like having my mouse cursor on. Because I like to... I don't know why I got rid of it. It used to have my mouse cursor and then it went away. Right? Because then now... There we go, I like having my mouse. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having that. You got it. Pretty clever, right? There is one thing I still don't understand. Why did you make such an elaborate mechanism only to never use it in the fourth area? Because right when I was planning to put down a bunch of ghost stones and set a trap for you guys, you crushed the board with your Vajra thingy. Well, now I feel a little guilty. If it's possible for us to warp directly inside the enemy's massive body, that'll save us a lot of time compared to cutting our way through. Definitely, but to do that, we'll first need to seize control of these four go-board spaces with as few people as possible. Once we've done that, we'll cut down any obstacles we run into inside the enemy and rescue Van Gogh in the center. Afterwards, we'll fire Raiko's lightning attack into the heart of the enemy's body to destroy it from the inside. I see. Then our team formations all but decide themselves. Raiko will assume torpedo duties, Lamdrillis will be our legs, and Fran will deliver the final blows and aid in any rescues. If I must, since my penguins will have to be out there the whole time, I'll escort you all into the deep myself. I'll be nice and pretend she didn't call them penguins. Tanner, since you'll be unable to accompany them, we should have Fran carry a camera or something so you can see what is taking place. Now, let's see. We will not need to worry about sonar while seizing control of these 4 points, so Osakabe and Yang Yifei can take 1 point each. However, that still leaves 2 other fighter positions, and since MASH must protect the ship, I suppose I'll just have to fill in one myself. Sure about this? If all I need to do is seize a single point of territory, that should be fine. However, I do not expect to be of any use in battle, so I'll be counting on you to handle that, Tanner. Alright now, well that looks like my work here's done. I'm just gonna head back and paint a fisher person's banner or something for good luck. Nonsense, you will seize the last point. Do you not see the swimsuit I have ready for you? Ah, no, anything but that. By my command spell, yada yada, you get naked. Oh man, I'm wearing it. This is so embarrassing. Ah well, guess there's worse things I could be wearing when I go to apologize to Van Gogh. Alright, this is what this Edoite's gotta do to make things right. I ain't gonna back down. Looks like we got a plan. Alright, then let's get started right. What was that? Uh-oh. I'm okay. I've toughened up a good bit since last time. I just heard a voice from the giant enemy structure up ahead. Oh, so she's trying to talk to us? Basically, stay away. What do you say, Acting Commander? Shall we just give up then? Not on your life. That's what I thought. Incidentally, the voice was only the beginning. We also got a ton of enemies, including the kind that look like torpedoes headed straight for us. I don't think our autonomous defenses will be able to handle them all. Can you fend them off? Can we fend them off ourselves? Oh, please, who do you think we are? This will be the perfect little warm-up for the big show. Oh yes, I was just getting tired of only throwing torpedoes around anyway, so I'll gladly take this opportunity to show what my blade can do in close quarters combat. I guess I don't mind getting a little hot. Alright. Let's do this! And we have a forced team setup? Probably not. We need Lancers. You get big water buffs, so you're good there. So let's go. Do I have a strong Lancer? I do have a very strong Lancer. Whose figure I will be getting. I don't have yet, but will be getting. It's one that I wanted. The Summer Tamamo there. Again, that video should be up by the time I'm saying this, and if not, then well, you have something to look forward to. Alright. Oh, and the nice thing is they are visible fully. Get some of this. Nice. We got your super ready. Okay. So let's go. Ooh. Not bad. Let's pop this. I screwed up. Why did I do that? It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. This'll kill anyways, yeah. That was literally just me missing with my mouse. Which is a thing. It's you'd be surprised. It's actually like easier with we'll get that for extra green. It's actually easier with like using your fingers. With mouse, you could just be slightly off. Enemy ship torpedo. Oh, I bet you these ones are gonna burst, right? Is that what we're going with? So we'll have to probably like wait a turn for them to get meter, and then we'll suck it with them. Right, so let's go. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay. You're dead. Actually, we might not. Let's see here. Are they gonna get full meter? Record, remove evade. That's annoying. Yeah, they got full meter. Oh, there's a bunch. Uh-oh. Slurpy, slurpy. There we go. We don't need to make the field be water. Well, maybe. I actually don't know if this would be labeled. Oh wait, you only hit one, right? No, it's all enemies. Okay. I actually don't know if this would be labeled as near water for her. Like, that's the thing. I don't know if it would count as that. I never noticed that she's doing Cammy's kick there for that too. Alright. That's good. These missile fellers are not the best for us to deal with, but that's fine. We'll go 1, 2, 3, because big hundo. There we go. Okay. Ooh, it's gonna be actually probably impossible to actually kill them all, huh? So let's just go. We don't have your one that prevents that. We can do a full combo with you to kill one for sure. Yeah, we might just have to tank. Actually, wait. Do you give fear? Nah, it's fine. We'll just do this for now. This isn't gonna kill. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm guessing they're gonna blow up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So is that just like a pretty much an instant kill? That's interesting. I did not think we would have like that sort of combat here. Okay, so for now, can we? This is team wide, right? For one ally. Okay. Well, I don't think we'll kill him, so we'll go with this on you. We'll go with this on you to keep you alive. Pop this to heal you. So yeah, let's just try and do as much as we can here. Oh, maybe we'll kill. We'll see. Okay, good, just barely. Nice. Oh, this was last battle too. Okay, I didn't notice. I was expecting there to be one more. I'm so used to it being an extra one. Okay. Get that, not salmon. I want salmon. I want salmon so badly. I love salmon. What a good fish. It has such a good flavor. But like different fish flavor than anything else. Like, fish has a fishy flavor, but salmon has a salmon flavor, you know? I can hear Lady Youngifei's voice. She's calling to me. She wants to save me, I can tell. And if she wants to save me, I'm sure everyone else does too. Master, Fran, Nemo. But they can't. I'm too dangerous. I'm a walking contradiction. They wouldn't even recognize me now. I don't have any right to be with them. Who am I again? I am Vincent Van Gogh. Right, I'm Van Gogh, the servant with the starry night. That's why I have to die. But I can't die because I'm Clytie. Even so, I am still Van Gogh. Even so, who am I? An exception has occurred. Core consciousness reboot complete. I am Van Gogh. I don't need to think about anything else. All I need to do is follow my madness beyond the stars, release my noble phantasm, and deify other foreigners. Once I do, my mission will be complete. If my mind self-destructs due to overload, I can accomplish my main objective by engaging my core consciousness and letting my divine form bloom. I will make this sea into our paradise, for that is why I was born. I see. So I do have a purpose, even as a patchwork servant. How wonderful. Even if I can't accept it, even if I can't stand myself, knowing that my life has purpose is a wonderful thing. I'm sure Van Gogh, who struggled to find purpose his whole life, and Clytie, who was abandoned, would feel the same way. So, Something's off about this. It's true, Master. It feels like the enemy isn't just trying to attack us. That's correct. Half these warheads consist of A-rank explosives, while the other half are made up of resources and healing spells. If they weren't healing us at the same time they're hitting us, we might have already be just so much flotsam. Wow. That should be bin. I think. We might have already been just... Yeah, that would have been better. That's a rough sentence. These attacks are that powerful? Yikes. Captain, this has to be Goey's doing. Right, her mind is clearly split between one half trying to give herself over to the evil gods, and the other half trying to rid itself of their influence. If these attacks would just let up a bit, we'd be able to go on the offensive ourselves. As a phantom spirit myself, I can tell she's trying to fight this. Captain, you just gave me an idea. Since you're both phantom spirits, maybe you could get through to her. Young Gifei, could you amplify my voice enough for Van Gogh to hear me? You got it. You might want to cover your ears. It's going to be really, really loud. Just be yourself, Captain. Right. I'll be as clear as a crystal jellyfish. That voice. Tell us. I recognize that voice. This is Captain Nemo of the Nautilus. I repeat, tell us your name. That's right, your name. The name you want to go by. Whatever name that is, it's okay. The battle for your name is also a battle for your sense of self. It's not easy by any means, but only you can fight it. Because what you gain from winning is the most precious thing of all. It doesn't matter how silly your name is, or even how evil. Tanner will accept it, I promise. Whatever happens, I promise Kalia will be there for you. And of course I, Captain Nemo, will too. We won't abandon you. So don't give up. Fight. Do whatever it takes to win. Even if only for one brief moment, you must overcome the enemy. Once again, I repeat, tell us your name. Whatever it is, the Nautilus will rescue you in whatever way you need. You must not listen. I can choose my own name. You must not listen. I can be myself. Contradictions, failure, cursed nature and all, and still find acceptance? Stop it. If it's really okay, stop it. For me to have Van Gogh's memories and Clyde's mind and body? Stop. Then, my name is... She's like, George. We're like, okay, we didn't expect that. What's going on? The enemy's projectiles are now 60% support resources and rising. 70%, 80... Whoa, they just hit 100%. Our resource gauge is overflowing. Oh man, what a waste. Was that a response? Hang on, let me just adjust the frequency. No, wait, she's adjusting it on her own. Oh, ear. Oh, hear me? Can you hear me? I'm Clyde, and I'm Van Gogh. I'm Clyde Van Gogh. I can't give up being Van Gogh, and I can't deny being Clyde either. I know I'm a strange, bizarre, and creepy servant, but even so, if you say I can really go by that name, then I'd be so happy if you saved me. It's not the first time we've heard Clyde Van Gogh as the name, so that makes sense. Is she actually going to get a name change? Like, are we actually going to get that for her? That'd be cool if it's like, if I go to her profile now and it will just be Clyde Van Gogh. I'm curious if that's the case. Whoa. Cool. Yeah, let me see here. Let me see. If I go to her Spirit Origin list, it's by there. So let's go. She's level 90. Should be at the end of the 90s, right there. Just Van Gogh? Okay. Oh, wow, look at this. She's completely locked. Okay. Maybe, okay, so I bet you it'll be when you beat the story. She gets her true name unlocked then. Alright. Time to beat her up. And the best way to beat up a foreigner? Gonna be with foreigners. Ace Attorney Tentacles. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? So we'll go with these guys to help out. We'll have you. I've just been putting you in because you're cheap, honestly. But actually you're doing pretty good. You know what? Maybe we'll put in you instead and then switch you off for you. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. Look at this. All them foreigners. Let's do this. Big boss time. Big boss. Let's go. What do we have? Oh, the inverted colors. Artist's Agony. Beginning of Agony. What is that? Decrease attack. Ooh, and the gauge? Frick, we're gonna have to burst right away then, huh? Sure. Alright. Let's go with... Okay, let's go with... I don't know how much it's gonna lose on me, so let's just start with this. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Give you more. Give you some. Give you that. Give you that. Give you that. I mean, we're gonna absorb that, but that's fine. So then let's go 1, 2. Actually, let's go. You know what? Because blue gives you down, right? So let's go defense down, green. All right. There we go. Let's see how much we do. How much? Okay. Not as much as I would expect, but this is gonna do some big damage though. With all those defense downs. Yep. That's good. That's strong. Nice. I have no idea how we avoided most of those debuffs, but we did it. Cool. Hey, I don't mind this. This is gonna be good. Yeah, baby. Losing those curses too. Alright. See, now we got them. You didn't, though. Oh, yeah, because you still have debuff immune. End of Agony. Whoa. There was something about loss of servant. There was, like, something there that I couldn't really understand. What was that? Can I still read it? Some loss there that I couldn't really understand. I saw the word loss of servant, some or other. 1, 2, 3, just do as much damage as possible. Yep. Wow. My boy's not getting debuffed. That's fine. Okay. Are you gonna have debuffs? Not really. Cool. Time to defeat you with the power of space! There we go. That wasn't bad. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Hey, he's like, oh, are we going to be battling in a bunch? Oh, this is where we're going to be battling in a bunch of spaces. Right, okay. I thought that was going to be happening kind of off camera there, but it's super not. Oh, and we're going to need to do with different okay, okay. Well, you know what then, in that case, let's bring up you. And can we switch up this? For again, we want that kind of that burst damage. So big attack up on you. Okay. All right. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a bunch of these to clear the spots. Come on, there we go. Water Nymph's Regret. Oh, they're like themed. Apply Guts at the end of each turn and increase attack when Guts. Ooh. That's another one we're gonna have to pretty much burst through as fast as possible, huh? Okay, and you know what? Let's go with this on. Yeah, let's buff you because you got green up. Alright, so we'll give that to you. We'll give that to you. Give that to you. We'll go. Yeah, let's do this first. Actually, let's also put that on. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and then next turn we'll do the triple Dreamlands with Abby, hopefully. Good damage, good damage. Get that gain. Nice crit. Okay. Hopefully it's a small amount of guts. That's a lot of damage, actually. Wow. That's the one guts there. The guts is not looking applied, though. Well, we got rid of it. Frick yeah, that's a good strat. Nice. That's going to be this round done then. Okay, well we can get rid of it. I didn't even consider that. Abby's another character that has so many figures that you can buy in China here. I don't know why Abby, Swimsuit Abby, is one of the most also. It's just a random one. Yeah, that was my first time of doing it in her Pope hat. Okay. Beyond regret. Well, that's annoying. Well, we have guts too. Don't kill, then go. Dang it. Okay, well, rip. That's a lot of guts. That's a lot of guts to deal with, actually. This one actually might be a bit more difficult. Because those are unremovable guts too, huh? Hopefully I can do... Wait, don't you have Thread Up versus Humanity? Yeah, that could do a lot. Because that's what you are. And even though I put the down, since you're mostly... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's go... Big attack up 2. Do as much as you can. Okay. Decent damage, for sure, for sure. Okay. Another guts. Oh, but you're not... Oh, that... No, the gut... Right, she was stunned. The guts just happened automatically. Okay. Again, we'll be able to remove some of those guts when our cooldown gets done. Okay. Hopefully it's not too many more turns. And hopefully you don't kill her too, please. Okay, well we got yours there. Okay, so we'll definitely be able to pop that, but oh, we won't be able to get that for a while. You know what? I'm gonna go with this. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 for now. Do as much as we can. Okay, so we're gonna need to... Oh boy, oh boy. That's gonna kill. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. We need a clearer, which I think, does Osaka Hime have that? She should probably. Thankfully yours is single. Well, yours isn't even single target. It just does it, right? So would any of these apply evade? Sure. Does this one sure hit? Okay. I don't think any of these are going to be very helpful. Okay. And then we'll go defense up. Right, you got evade, and we can then do target focus on you. Sure, let's just try and survive more than anything, and let's just go back and forth to try and get some stuff here. How much? Okay, it's only 3,000? Okay. Okay. There we go. We're clearing through. We only got 3 more. Okay, you're invincible through that. Okay. Now you have 4. Okay. We could do... Let me try this. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that counts, and then we can hit you there. Then we're gonna pop your super. Get as many as we can at least. Okay, just a little bit more. Just need literally just to survive. Osaka Behime. Oh my god. Wait, she won't be able to. Wait, frick. Can she even do it herself? This might not actually work. This might not actually work, depending on how this goes. Is it Guts? Guts isn't gonna proc. Frick, this isn't good actually. This is bad, because then she gets Guts again. Oh, this is unwinnable. Okay. Let's try that again. We're gonna need more buff clearing for sure. Okay. I actually need to like think about how to do this for sure. For the most part, my team was not bad, but I do need... I'm actually gonna put Abby then in the back when it matters more. Then she can use that there. We'll bring you up. Keep Osaka Behime at the end. Because in general, the first phases don't super matter. Let's see here. Who else has the buff clearing? I'm just going to type in servant remove buffs. Who has a remove buff skill? Servant with buff, debuff clear. Nightingale, those hers limited to removing 1 each. Cersei has AoE. Cersei has debuff removal. Okay, so Tristan has buff clear. Martha has buff clear. Medusa Lily, Marie, Maonobu. Huh. Not debuff clear. I need buff. I need ones that clear buffs. People saying Martha? Like regular Martha? She is Rider, right? Regular Martha has... Let's see here. Where's her skills? I missed the skills. Remove buffs for 1 enemy. That might be really useful to have, even just to throw her in later too. Okay, so we'll go with that. We'll keep this going here. We'll have Martha here when needed at the end, just to do that, to get rid of all those there. Sure, we'll give this a shot. Okay, let me cut ahead till I get this. We don't need to see this again. Alright, there we go. So yeah, just had Martha in the back there, popped her skill at the end, got rid of all those guts so that she only had the unremovable ones. Not too bad, not too bad. Easy peasy, GGZ, no reezy, let us go. Alright, next one. It's a foreigner, which is going to be all of them pretty much. Okay, we have foreigner against foreigner. So I actually do want to maybe bring you up here to try out some stuff. We'll put you there, because then, yeah, you can come in later and clear buffs. We'll switch you out for... back to another foreigner there. Okay, let's give this a go. See if my continued team here just keeps on working. I mean, I could do some of these if needed, but I don't need them right now. I mean, maybe if I see the gimmick I could do later, but we'll see, we'll see. I mean, I don't mind this being multiple, like, the same boss multiple times that are kind of, you know, giving new gimmicks. I do like that, actually. It's a unique thing. Artist self-harm. Is it going to be hurting itself or making me hurt myself? First injury. Active when damaged. Increase it. Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. Dang. Okay. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll start off with a big chunk of burst damage on you. Crit resist on. Go 1, 2, 3 to get some stars. Oh boy, you're gonna get ridiculous high attack, huh? Ooh. Okay. How are we supposed to do this, I wonder? I mean, I could clear your buffs again, but you're just gonna get them back? And we can't not attack, you know? Huh. How can I do this one? Huh. Well, let's just keep trying what we can do. Clear those away for now. 1, 2, you know what, let's go. Okay. And let's go 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna try our best for now. I might have to just try and consider. Are we supposed to try and burn them? Okay, well, at least do a lot here. Good, we got to the break gauge. Is that what's the change gonna be? Overlapping injury. Okay, so more. It's the same thing, but more fun. Okay, if we can get a full Van Gogh combo... Well, we can still do it. Okay, if we can get a full Van Gogh combo, we might get this. We do have a full, very strong Van Gogh combo. That's good. Get a quick heal. We can go 1, 2, 3. And then we'll get the extra. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Terror will be very helpful. The extra crit beast stuff will be super good if this gets some good crits. Okay, so that was a tough one. I'm not sure how people would do it if they didn't have a 300% attack Van Gogh. That one's scary. That one could have gone real scary. That felt like it was up to the RNG of the cards a lot. So we'll have to see. Last one. Is this going to be the real one, or is this going to be another special boss thing? It's gonna be a regular. So now we got you. Just for now, we'll stick with these guys and then put you in the back for if we need you for something. I don't know what. And we'll see here. You're also a crit beast though, so that might be good for after, right? No, she's not. She's about the arts cards, right? Right? I forget actually. I forget her niche. It's tough keeping track of all these characters and their niches and what they do. If you do, congratulations, you can put your times that. Water nymph's self-punishment. Just no gimmick? I doubt it, but this. Having two characters who can inflict terror is very nice, actually. I will take it. Because then that means we can quite frequently disable a turn. I was gonna say, there's gonna be something involving, like, hurting self, huh? Oh, so this is basically the regular moveset, huh? Inflicting self-curse and doing stuff? Okay, alright. We can do a full combo with you now. And actually, we can do that, but then also do yours to get crit rate up on all of us. Right? We'll do that. Some extra crit rate going. 1, 2, 3 to get even more stars. Get some gain. Nice. Okay. Pretty soon we'll have enough for Van Gogh's super here, so let's go red. And then your 2. Okay. Big super for Van Gogh. Yep. Unstoppable self-punishment. Should have waited on that, but reversal. Oh. Okay. We don't have a full Van Gogh combo, but that's fine. We can go 1, 2, 3 to start the red to get now double red bonus. Yeah. Big crit. Nice. Those are some big numbers. Reversal benefit punishment. Het Gelquis. Yeah, so this is basically the regular moveset now on her. Which is cool. You actually get to sort of fight as you would expect. Oh no, you have evade. Just kidding. Rip that away from you. Let's go 1, 2, 3. And this will be that. Nice. That was cool. That was like a proper like rival battle. I like it. Good stuff. Yeah, other than that one, that didn't go too bad. But of course now we're going into the real battle. Yep. Evil Flower Stigma. We're going to run over the time and it's going to go to the next day. Just give it a sec. It's going to happen. Whoa. I've certainly never seen the inside of an evil flower god before. I'll say this for young Gifei, she's got excellent taste in illusions. How's the reception up there on the bridge? Oh right, she's painting over all this, like with her song vision. Coming in loud and clear. Good. Alright, Fran, get going. Be careful with that camera and watch the coordinates too, since they're updated constantly. Okay, Mama. No, never call me that. Here goes. Pra. Now this one. Yeah. Ha. That hurt, but I think we might have found her. Bran? Leave. Wait. Leave now. All your efforts have been for naught. The noble phantasm release may have failed, but now that I have grown, I cannot be eliminated by conventional means. Oh? Have no fear. Even after the conclusion of the plan, this invasion of your realm will not begin for another 1,000 years. When that time comes, you'll have my word that the invasion will be executed by a painless or even pleasurable means of coexistence with intelligent life. Oh, something is speaking through Van Gogh. Van Gogh, friend, don't listen to that voice. It's a divinity from another world. It's just saying random words to try and get us to back off. Not at all. The fact is, accepting me is the next best outcome all of you could hope for. Nope. Why not? Because you're hurting Van Gogh. Van Gogh, we're oh wait, wrong voice entirely. We're patchwork beings, but we can still have fun together. Thank you, Fran. Initial negotiations have failed. A pity. Perhaps they'll be more receptive after I've captured and tortured you. So we're talking to an elder god right now. Bruh. That's surprising. I wouldn't expect that. Also, wow, we're fighting more foreigners here than I would have ever expected. And there we go. That's it. Wait, how did the time go over? It's not time yet. Are you serious? They did it 2 minutes earlier? What to heck? Really? It's only 11:58. I guess that's when they decided to do it. Maybe they have a different internal clock. Who knows? I'll take it. Give me my items for the day. Thank you. I don't need that. Thank you. Okay. One more time. Yeah, that was weird. Must have started it a bit early. Okay, Fran. Then I think we'll stick with this team. This team has been working really well together. Like, exceedingly well. Is this just going to be another shadow form of her? Or are we going to be fighting something else? Let's see. Oh, grand battle. Oh! Yo, is that a weed nymph? That looks like a weed nymph! Huh. Okay. Let's go... We start with you, we can get some stars a-rolling. But then if we... Yeah, let's do that.
Music.
Pop that on you. Crit up. Not much, but enough. Yeah, let's do this too. Pop that on you because you get your big stuff. Pop that on you. Okay, so let's go 1, 2. Yeah, 2, 3. Okay. Get some big critty boys. Now, if Abigail gets hit, she'll naturally get enough for her super, which I'll appreciate. Can you just go to Abby? Go to Abby, please. Thank you. Abby gets a full combo, which is quite welcome. We'll pop this on you. Although, we could do it and then do some big crits on you instead. That might even be better. Yeah, let's go with that, because you do more damage. Big defense down. And now hit for big damage, Van Gogh. Thank you. We'd love to see it. And then 1,000-year slumber. Oh, sleep ailment, huh? Oh, that sucks. Good thing we have this. Better. Yeah, we have nothing to clear that per se. So let's just start with, let's get a bunch of stars for next turn then, where hopefully we can get some more. There we go. Oh, you're still asleep. I forgot that sleep lasts for a couple turns. Okay. Until she gets hit, though. Okay. Temporary real image, invincible. Okay, sleeps on you now. We can get rid of that, actually. And we can go 1, 2, 3. Nice, that'll also inflict terror, which will be quite useful. Come on, big crit. Nice. There we go. Alright, and 1,000-year madness. Terror. Oh, you're doing the same terror strat that I've been doing. You're done. You're gutsed. Okay, but your terror is on you now. You don't have terror, which is good. We can pop an evade on you. Pop an invincible on you. We have, like, no... Yeah, let's pop this at least. Actually, we do have a full combo with you. We could go... Yeah, you're a threat to humanity for sure. So let's at least do 1, 2... Well, let's go 1, 2, and then... Or 2 for more damage, and then 3 to do one final big crit hit with you. Yep, that's worth it. Terror. Frick. That was bad timing on my part. 1, 2, 3 for now. Well, we're still doing good for this, though. Those who go to slumber. That's your... Because that's your noble phantasm. You're dead. You're dead. It's fine, we just have a little bit left. I think we have 2 members, yeah. And Fran is here. Cool. Cool. So then let's go with target focus on you. So we can pop this on you if we need. Right, we can go, for now, let's just go like this. To get as much as you can. And then if you get Meteor, you can pop it next turn, I hope. Okay, let's see here. No, not full, okay. Do we have anyone with Break Invincible? I don't think you have that. Pop this for now. I don't think, yeah. Remove buff. Oh, remove buffs for an enemy. Perfect. Nice. You love to see it. Do some of this. The big damage. Oh, is this gonna do it? Yeah, there we go. Nice, and we would have got our super anyways. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. I like it, actually. These have been good, solidly challenging fights. Which makes sense when you consider the difficulty required to get here. We did it! Well, this was unexpected. Your combat capability, engineering prowess, control over your state of mind, and your victorious tendency to make the most out of the traits of this abnormal space is impressive. However, my true body is still alive and well. Do you actually believe you'll be walking out of here alive? Get Van Gogh! Aye aye, can you get out? No, huh? Don't move, okay? I'm sorry. No apology, just smile. Okay, let's go. I'll carry you. Close your mouth. I'm gonna run fast. Ha! It's no use. It's no use! I told you it's no use. It's no use! I need backup. Hold on, I'll have Lamdarillis get you more resources. No, you won't. I've cut off your communications and your escape routes. None of you are leaving here alive. Are we done for? Fran, I'll use my noble phantasm. Huh? Isn't that bad? Don't worry, this is a different one. A whole other noble phantasm. I think I can use in this spirit origin. But I'll need a whole minute to paint it. Please buy me some time, Fran. Got it. Stop that. Nuh-uh. Van Gogh's entrance of hope and despair. The shattered, abandoned remnants of dreams. But I'm still gonna paint this. Or my name isn't Clyde Van Gogh. Here in this sunlit room, its exterior yellow and interior white, I must paint a picture of hope, both for myself and my friends. Within these warm walls which keep the mistral's gusts at bay, in this land devoid of shadows, I will shake your hand with the best of wishes for a delicate friendship. Let there be a street towards the yellow house, where my friends and I can live in peace. Het gilchus. Het gilchus. I don't know. I don't speak whatever language that is. Oh? Van Gogh once managed to reach another power from beyond. This is it. Protection and blessings for my friends. Destruction and disaster for my enemies. This will help you break us out of here. Okay, I can do this now. Charging complete. Big electric sure hit shocking kaboom! Skewered plasma blade! This can't be. It's about time you showed up. First comms go dead, and then the after effects from your absurd noble phantasm made my legs tingle. What were you doing in there? Sorry, we managed. You two do know you've been cursed, right? Like, a lot? I'm sorry. It's a side effect of my noble phantasm. Let's go back before we die. It's not one thing with you, it's another. Bridge, I've got Van Gogh and Fran. We're getting out of here. Raiko, you're up. Oh yes, it's been a very long time since I've had this much energy at my disposal, both magical and otherwise. And now, at long last, I no longer have to worry about keeping silent, so I will gladly channel every last drop of my devotion to ridding the world of evil into this attack, and shout it loud and proud with every fiber of my being. The Vajra of Gozuteno, reincarnation of the goddess Indra, the lance of divinity made from sacred bones, come forth and annihilate all evil, Vajra of Indra! This is Yang Fei. I just heard some huge rending sound. The enemy structure is collapsing from the inside. I see it too. We did it! Poggers! I'm so happy every time she says that. By the way, Lambda, could you maybe get me the heck out of here higher quick? I'm about to lose my footing here and it's triggering my PTSD. Don't you know that escorting Princess is one of my highest priorities? I've already sent a collection team your way, so just sit tight. Oh, and Bridge, just for the record, both Van Gogh and Fran are safe and sound. Thank goodness. This is MASH. We did it, Senpai. We really did it. What a relief. There definitely won't be a big final boss battle to climactically close up this chapter. Look, I see that line. Mission complete, everyone. Great work. Nemo series, prepare to withdraw. Earthlings. Who said that? I appear to have snatched defeat from the jaws of victory with my lack of... snatched defeat from the jaws of victory with my lack of foresight. And you, in turn, have refused your chance at the second best outcome you could have hoped for. A peaceful, gentle annihilation. A pity. Goodbye. I think if a god spoke in a, calm demeanor, it'd be way more terrifying. Well, that was unsettling. Gods always resort to threats when things don't go their way. That's why humans are forced to worship them, whether they actually like them or not. But it doesn't matter what they say, it's up to humanity to sail the seas of hope and guide our ships toward it. Don't you agree, Xiang Yu? Affirmative. I knew you would. Alright, let's get ready to welcome everyone back on board. Really? No. That's not. This isn't the end. There's gonna be what? We haven't even seen her final ascension, you know? Really? Oh! Really? I was expecting a big, giant underwater kaiju fight. Oh, we still have a lot to go through. Huh. Grab some of these while we're here. It's cute. Okay. I'm shocked that this... okay. Huh. Final act. Firing a salute to the abyss. I was honestly expecting a big final battle. Okay. Well, everyone, I'm proud to announce Operation Imaginary Scramble is complete, and without a single casualty. And it's all thanks to all of you, crew and passengers alike. In fact, I'd say you're all part of the Nautilus's crew now. I only wish I could have been a better leader. I was a complete failure as captain from start to finish. But don't be silly, you were great. Master's right, you were so cool when you called out to me back there. Even just remembering it makes me smile. It's true, nobody here at all is disappointed in your performance as captain. Now you're just embarrassing me. Still, I do feel like I've learned and grew a lot on this voyage, despite being a servant. So once again, thank you. All of you. So, how are we going to get out of this place? As a matter of fact, Van Gogh and I have already discussed that. By the way, is it alright if I still call you Van Gogh? Would you prefer Clyde? Van Gogh's fine. I still have Vincent Van Gogh's talent and can paint the same paintings he did, so I think it suits me fine. I might still end up going through the occasional identity crisis in the future. But in general, I'm looking forward to being a Greek girl who uses Van Gogh as a pseudonym. A pseudonym, huh? Well, I'm all for it. Go ahead and call yourself what you like. Say, once we get back to Caldia, how do you like to collaborate? Oh, that sounds amazing. Although the Van Gogh part of me feels like I'm supposed to criticize you incessantly until you get sick of me. Hey, just because you got Van Gogh's memories don't mean you gotta do everything he did. Oh man, two art legends working together before my very eyes? So incredible! I've never been happier to be a heroic spirit. I'm also terrified of what this means for next year's Servant Fest. This is all delightfully heartwarming, but it's also taken us quite a ways off track, no? You're right, sorry about that. Okay, let me explain. This final area has lots of resources just floating around from the wreckage of my giant spirit body. So if we combine those resources with the surplus we already have on the ship, well, the Nautilus can transform them into pure magical energy and make them into a holy grail. Really? Is that even possible? Luckily, there's so much magical energy here that I can easily meet the conditions to make a holy grail just by altering void space a little. Once we have the holy grail, we can use it to restore void space back to how it used to be, no problem. We can even give it a few new protections that'll make it harder to be invaded again. After that, the Nautilus can easily emerge from its zero sail, and Caldia can collect the rest of the Holy Grail. And just like that, everyone's happy. There you have it. That should work, right, Professor? The idea of using a powerful artifact like a Holy Grail as casually as any other item is pretty humbling, but it does definitely seem possible. If you like, I could do it right now. Why not? Go for it. Okay then, here goes. Maybe you could all talk about something else while I do this? It'd be kind of awkward otherwise. So the Marines are basically just autonomous familiars now, huh? Yep. Thanks to a certain tomboy servant messing with them. Can't have them revolting on us again, can we? Sorry about that. Oh wait, hold up a sec. I don't remember doing anything to mess them up. I hate to say it, but I think this just goes to show how much weaker we Nemos were deep down than we realized. I don't buy that. We had to scrutinize ourselves intensely to split up like this in the first place, after all. I think it must be a bug in the memory partition process. I don't know, Captain can be kind of an imbecile sometimes. What do you think, Baker? Gosh, I don't know, it's hard to say. Eesh, can't pick a side, huh? Hey, Fran? Huh? Remember when we lost contact? What happened afterward? Oh, Van Gogh used another noble phantasm. It was all room, doon kablam. Van Gogh's second noble phantasm, huh? Sounds awesome. Yes, I would have liked to have seen what kind of picture it was, too. Oh, maybe it was Le Père Tanguy? The one she used back when she saved our lives the first time? Uh-huh. Le Père Tanguy? Oh, are you able to talk while doing that? Oh, yes, talking should be fine. Anyway, I actually can't use that noble phantasm. Huh? I was relatively mentally stable when I painted that picture, so those on the other side were never really interested in it. As Clyde Van Gogh, the only noble phantasms I have are Destachenacht and Hetzgilfis. I can still paint the picture, though, but why do we start talking about Tanguy anyway? That's me, I'm Tanguy! Anyway, while we were talking, I just about finished the Holy Grail. I thought the first one who brought up Tanguy was... As it happens, I actually do remember what happened when Van Gogh used her noble phantasm. Oh, frick. I knew something would happen. Huh? Oh. Did you just attack young Gifei? So you tried to end me in a single blow, huh, Hegemon King? Too bad it didn't work. Even your insanely sharp blade couldn't cut me off from the chaos of the stars. Curse you, ruin of nations. Master, I'm afraid the rest is up to you. Frick, this is what I wanted. Yeah, I knew we wouldn't be done yet. It didn't feel right. Shang Yu? Lady Yang Yifei, what are you doing? Thanks for the Holy Grail, Goey. I'll be taking this now, okay? Stop. It burns. I don't want to hurt you if I don't have to. We're both foreigners, and besides, I like you, so stay back. What's the meaning of this, Yang Yifei? Stop. Put down the Holy Grail right now. What she said, otherwise I'll fill you with so many holes you'll be emptier than the Void Sea. Come on, Yu. Cut it out. Tell me this is some kind of victory prank. I'm afraid it's nothing like that, Batty. In fact, it might be an especially bad ending for you. Don't you ignore me. Don't worry, Master. I'll put an end to this. I know I might not look like it, but I'm actually a pretty hard worker. And I've been working extra hard studying your weaknesses to make sure none of you could stop me here. So I don't think anything you try will work. Now let's try this again, Master. I'm gonna neutralize you now, okay? Just kidding. Frick, this is cool. This is the twist. Oh man, I like twists like this. Burn them all! What are you doing, Marine? Get away from me! Quit it! Let go of me! Yamate! Hey, watch where you're grabbing me. I'm a star, you... Huh? I can't liquefy my body. Yeah. Baker! Not you two! What's wrong with her, Professor? I don't know. She and the Marines are all completely out of control. Captain, I think it's time to use your root level authority. Like a root level on a device. Wow. Again, memory partitioning is just like partitioning a hard drive, so it all goes back to technology. That's not working either. What did you do, young Gifei? Oh, it was the gifts! Frick, it was the gifts. I gave out little gifts and made sure all my bases were covered while I waited for you to let your guard down. This really is among us. So now that it's the final stage and I'm positively overflowing with eldritch power, I decided it was finally time to make my move. What kind of power did you say you had? Eldritch, of course. Can't you feel it all around me? Now you're just being ridiculous. Oh, but I'm not. I'm very serious. Eldritch power is an indescribable, incredibly evil power that comes straight from the outer universe. It's often tied directly to madness and is used by evil gods to bring great disaster upon you all. Say, for example, making the summoning system bug out and connect directly to the throne. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't sound very serious right now, do I? Let me fix that. Good day to you all once again, crew of the Nautilus. Though I bear you no ill will, I'm afraid my ultimate goals and your continued existence are mutually exclusive. So I must be your enemy now. This is all my fault. If I hadn't used Nacht, then Lady Yangife would have never allied with an evil god. Oh no, Lady Van Gogh. Touching though your concern is, it is laughably inaccurate. Does that mean you've been betraying us from the very start? Obviously. I too am a foreigner who heard the call and came here through the throne. Deeper, deeper. Further, further. That can't be right. The evil god that was haunting me only had to call out to gods, had call out to gods from the same alliance. I know it reached Hokusai, but none of the others made so much a peep. Yes, that's true. But fortunately, my beloved Emperor has more than the necessary connections to vacate a seat for me. And since that accursed being seems to be none the wiser this time, my beloved Emperor ordered me to take advantage of this vacated seat to, well, let my hair down, so to speak. So I made my way to the throne and answered the summon just as planned. Isn't that right, Emperor? Huh, Master? What? I swear, Emperor, you played it so cool. You had me a bit worried at times. Still, even knowing you were just playing around, it has been the thrill of a lifetime to follow your orders. At any rate, I now have the Holy Grail, just as we planned. What would you have me do with it, my beloved Emperor? Wait, are we brainwashed? Yes, I see. So you wish the festivities to continue? For even more feverish dancing than ever before? Senpai, what are you saying? I can't say anything, actually. Don't listen, Mash. She's mad. She? Me? A girl? That's a twist. Oh, no. Oh, no, wait, you're talking about... Oh. You're talking about Yang. Okay. Now I see. In her delirium, she's completely given into the voices in her head. You're one to talk. Tanner, just say the word and I'll kill her right here and now. Wait, stop. Come on, you. Step out of it. This doesn't make sense. I could have sworn you were telling the truth when you made your summoning pledge. Oh, as I recall, I said something along these lines. I'm aware that I, too, am a defender of humanity, but I also have no desire for revenge. And of course, since my beloved Emperor has no desire to see humanity destroyed, I will gladly ignore the temptations of other gods and devote myself wholly to him. To that end, I am even prepared to be bound by a command spell. However, Emperor, if you were to wish for depravity or destruction, I would not hesitate to enact your will. Now tell me, my beloved Emperor, what is your command? Depravity. Prefer that over destruction. Senpai! There, no more cursed doll. I can talk again. Yes, your wish is my command, my beloved Emperor. Forget what I said, forget it. Cancel. Escape key. Holy Grail. My Emperor desires feverish festivities, a banquet of depravity and destruction. I therefore summon the dark dancers of the stars, the foul foreigners who've been lurking at the edge of the abyss. The heroic spirit summoning system just activated by itself. What? Huh? Where did I just get summoned? Oh, Master, if you're here, does that mean I'm on the Nautilus? What's this? It seems mysterious here when Double X has picked up the scent of a hidden extra mission. Overtime pay, here I come. I could have sworn I summoned a third servant as well, but the maidens here, gathered here, will suffice. No. Is there a reason that Voyager might not be here? I wonder. Now allow me to infuse you with eldritch power. Whoa, what kind of craziness have I gotten myself into now? Not me too. I'm sorry, Master. I really am a bad girl. Last night's drawing wasn't enough. Not nearly enough. Whatever am I going to do? Now that I'm a bad girl, I think I'll take out all my frustration at being left home alone on you. Master, I've only been pretending to depend on handouts. The truth is I've been squirreling money away. I've been studying hard in between missions and making solid, boring investments in space stocks, space finance, and space crypto. No! No! Why? Damn it! We lost her to crypto. Also that I can eventually make my way out of this seemingly endless hell of working for the spaceman and enjoy something like retirement in my old age of 30 years old. I ask of you, are you my fiancé? If you are not, then you have no right to mess with my side gigs. So, sorry about this, Master. Once I saw Oi kicking up a storm, I couldn't help but want to get in on the action myself. I want to take all my ink and dump it into the void sea and paint to my heart's content. You can give me that much, right? Wait, so is this form her combined with... Oh, this form is her combined with her father there. Okay. And here's this. Behold, Emperor, the dancers you requested are here and ready. All the embodiments of evil you could ask for, the spine-tingling charms of the inner palace right here before your eyes. Now we will hold a festival of indescribable madness. We will sing, dance, shoot, kill, and fight for control of the Void Sea. The winner will earn the right to rule over the next era on Earth. That's right. The great foreigner festival Void Sea Scramble you asked for is finally about to begin. I never asked for this, actually. It's not that she was never listening to you in the first place. We just never noticed since she's so damn smart. On the surface, she pretended to help us, but on the inside, she's as insane and conspiratorial as Kiyohime and Raiko. That was uncalled for. I'm just a little more motherly than in my other spirit origin, that's all. It looks like you heroic spirits are saying something, but I'm afraid I have no idea what it is. Now come, dancers, claim your territories, paint the sea with your preferred color, and partake in territorial warfare while we wait for our Emperor to grace us with his presence. The winner shall take all, both for the seas and control of the Emperor. Now, let us be on our way, ha-ha! Oh, why are you still here? Yeah, you're not going with them, Van Gogh? I'm sorry. That kind of party really isn't my thing. Are you still sane, Van Gogh? Even though you're in your final form? Yes. Though now I feel a little left out. But how? The Eldritch power clearly made all the others lose their minds. I really don't like forming hypotheses about bizarre powers, but maybe when we physically defeated her evil god's terminal and cut off the link, the Eldritch power targeting her didn't take root? Look, I just threw away all the Nemo series dolls. Huh? What were we just doing? My head hurts. Maybe my oven has a gas leak. Jeez, you got one of them dolls too, Baker. No wonder you're acting so weird. So we were infected with mental corruption we somehow couldn't even notice, even with our memory partition. This Eldritch power is truly frightening. So I know things are kind of weird right now, but this is an existential crisis for humanity, right? I'm not just imagining things, am I? Yeah, it's kind of a doozy. It looks like we'll need to begin a second operation, Acting Commander. Indeed, unfortunately, Fran has already shown us a path to victory. All we need to do is remove the terminals feeding the foreigners Eldritch power from the outer gods, and it should quell their rampage. Once they have come to their senses, even if only for a moment, we should be able to restrain them. Thanks for breaking it down, Goddess. Not scared anymore, then? Never mention that again. Now, Van Gogh, let me ask you this. Can you still use Nacht? Why do you ask? That noble phantasm can transform foreigners' spirit origins, can it not? Then could you not use it to only extract the outer gods' terminals from the foreigners, thereby severing their link? Of course, if that degree of control is beyond your ability, then it would be far too risky to attempt. I'll do it. I know I can do it. Now that I'm free of that evil god's tentacles, I'll do whatever it takes to be more helpful, Master. Besides, if I can bring everyone back, that'd be awesome. I've always wanted to be the MVP. Aw, you're so cute, Goey. It looks like Van Gogh's staying behind may just be the silver lining we need, Senpai. I guess that just leaves one big question. I'm pretty sure the Kaldea foreigners will be okay once we knock the crazy out of them. But what about Yu? It seems like her madness ran pretty deep. We should kill her. I agree, but... nope. That's not the type of character I am. I knew it. You're so kind, Master, almost to a fault. So this isn't over yet, huh? Fine. Just be warned that I'm using the pool for at least 3 days straight once we get back to Kaldea. Excuse me, who's this? Yeah, who? Oh, hi! What are you doing here? Oh, frick, I know why you're here. It seems in all the commotion I was summoned along with the others. I tried to announce my presence, though it fell on deaf ears amongst these foreigners' obnoxious ravings. Not even one of you acknowledged my presence. Would it be all right if I cried for a bit, Master? I swear I didn't see you until now. That does nothing to make me feel better. Wait, no, you're insolent fools. You should be begging forgiveness for failing to notice my imperial presence. I shall carve my crest into your hides for this. Hang on. I think this might just be what we need to get us out of this new Eldritch Nightmare acting, Commander. Yeah, because of the relationship. Wu Zetian is from Tang Dynasty, China, and she's the grandmother of Emperor Xuanzong, the same emperor young Gifei calls her beloved. With that kind of connection, I think we might be able to restore young Gifei to her senses as well. Oh, we need your help, Nightbright. Oh, so you would atone for ignoring me by thrusting me into the spotlight now? Very well. I shall forgive your transgression just this once. Go on then, make the spotlight even brighter. That aside, it sounds as though the tentacle girl who summoned us here is the one called Yang Yuhan I have been hearing about as of late. Then does that mean the beloved emperor she speaks of is that Li Longji brat? Oh, interesting. Then it would seem the time has come to let my dark, sadistic side run free once more. Come, ferryman, let us set off at once. I shall turn these foreigners' seas into an ocean of poison and blood. I could do without the poison and blood part, but sounds good apart from that. Let's get going, Tanner. We have to snap them back to their senses before it's too late. My calculations never predicted that Wu Zetian would come to our aid. Now it just remains to be seen if this turn of events bodes well or ill. Sorry, Xiang Yu, I forgot. Come on, Professor and Nurse, we need to get him back up and running. Once we're done with that, I'll join the fight too. Now that all of humanity's at stake, it's time for our last stand. I'll do whatever it takes to stop it. I'll even use the protection of the sea that dwells within me for hand-to-hand combat. Skahak Skadi, Osaka Behime, Xiang Yu, Van Gogh, all of you. This will be our last, most difficult battle yet, but I know we can win together. Nemo! I'm so happy we'll get to fight together. Oh, and since Lady Young Yifei obviously isn't here to project visuals we can see on devoid entities anymore, I'll do my best to take her place. I'll also diffuse the rainbow-colored arc so we can perceive it safely and make the bridge a little more cheerful, since we'll need all the mental solace we can get. After all, from here on, we'll be facing something completely different from the logically mad void world we've seen so far. Now it's a void full of otherworldly malice and outer space madness. So I have to hide it with rainbows and caricatures, or else we'll all go mad ourselves in an instant. Oh, and if you happen to notice any imperceivable hostility while I'm cautiously painting, please make sure to close your eyes, okay? That's terrifying, to be told, hey, I'm gonna cover up the thing that will make you go crazy if you see it. If you see it, don't look at it. Okay. So let's see here. Vincent van Gogh was a 19th century painter. The work praised. Obviously, the artist was historically male, given his name, self-portrait, and photographs. On the other hand, this Van Gogh, who dresses like a young boy, really? I don't know about that. Calls herself Van Gogh, is drastically different from the man recorded, both in appearance and gender, and yet her artistic talents is unquestionably Van Gogh. She's a big eater, jokes around, chuckles in a gloomy manner while painting pictures. So who is this person? Greek mythology and history. Europe. Chaotic evil. Female. 80% of her spirit origin consists of mad nymph. 15% of it is a black box derived from the void. Only 5% of her spirit origin is made from the memories and artistic talents of Van Gogh, patchwork god who was created by the outer gods. Historical man Vincent van Gogh was born to a Dutch minister's family in 1853. After working as an art dealer and bookseller, he attempted to become a missionary, but ultimately gave up and sent to Sany to paint. He studied under members of the Hague School and later formed his own artistic style. After moving to Arles, France, created many masterpieces such as Sunflowers. However, his mental health started to suffer after his relationship with his roommate, Goggin, deteriorated, which led to the infamous incident of Van Gogh cutting off his ear. From then on, Van Gogh continued to paint, even while suffering his mental state, and in 1890, at the young age of 37, took his own life. Many scholars argue that there are some inconsistencies surrounding his death. Van Gogh preferred to use yellow hues and sunflower motifs, as they were symbolic of the sun's rays. He also collected Japanese ukiyo-e, which would be incorporated into his work. In his later years, he was drawn to include cypress trees, and many scholars suggest they were representations of his view on life and death. I love art history lessons. Void Space. Art B+, a skill that combines both the special characteristic of being servant born in the void and Van Gogh's unique artistic talent. It is quite unique theoretical technique that is similar and dissimilar to Void Space Magecraft. Soul of Water Channels, a skill that came after a painter and an nymph's soul were pieced together, resonating with each other to creative devotion of a singular being driven to the point of madness. So the Yellow House is the noble phantasm. Van Gogh's home in Arles, southern France, which was the place where Van Gogh's talent flourished. The place where his dreams were shattered is reproduced in the painting. It sends the mistral storm that assaults southern France against Van Gogh's enemies, while granting divine protection to her. However, the noble phantasm inflicts curse on both parties. Her true name is Clytie Van Gogh. Clytie is a water nymph of Greek mythology and one of the Oceanids, born to Okeanos and Tethys. She was Apollo's lover. So I know she's getting a interlude in the future. I really hope we get to see the sheep Apollo look at her and be like, "Hi, hey, what's up?" Was driven mad with jealousy when his affections turned to Leucotho, the daughter of the Persian king, and Clytie's schemes of defamation led to Leucotho's demise. However, Clytie failed to win back Apollo's love. She was left to stare at the sun, turning into a flower. Van Gogh's personality and body are mainly Clytie's. That's why her appearance mixes flowers and jellyfish as she undergoes ascension, as well as why she dresses like she's in mourning. Oh, yeah, I guess. I never even noticed that. Her low self-esteem and flirtatious smile. Flirtatious? I don't know if I'd call any of that flirtatious. But likely due to the self-loathing after her own foolish actions cost her everything she loved. Perhaps she's insistent she's Van Gogh out of a desire to hide the parts of her that are not Van Gogh. Day stare knocked 1 to 5, 25 units, 25 targets. Starry Night, Van Gogh's first noble phantasm and end personnel noble phantasm, a wondrous painting that envisions the view from a window in the St. Paul Asylum. Oh. That's interesting. I never knew that. That changes my view of that painting a lot if it's from the perspective of an asylum. Wow, that's cool, actually. I love learning history through Fate. I do. Artist's view of the world overflows from the canvas, depicting something beyond human wisdom, creating a reality marvel. In later years, Van Gogh continued to paint in search of faith and goodness, even though he suffered from unknown mental disorders. The tenacity that bordered on insanity was ultimately exploited by those from the other realm, and it became a forbidden noble phantasm that transformed spirit origins and mental structures of other servants. As patchwork being made up of many things, Van Gogh constantly endures an unending identity crisis. The anxiety soon drove her mad, changing her spirit origin into an evil god of flowers. That was the potential to single-handedly initiate a crisis which would lead to the end of humanity. Before that happens, could you give her a stable sense of self? Her master's burden is a heavy one. Yet, this surprisingly stubborn and cunning being is what the servant Clytie Van Gogh is all about. Masters who may go on many adventures with her and learn to understand her troubling personality, her craftiness, her iron will, her strong sense of duty. Faithful camaraderie may eventually form a bond with her and guide her as a loyal, independent advisor, thereby preventing her fall into madness. That's a lot of words. That's a lot of words, but I get it. Oh, the Abyss is a region unto it. Oh my god. Okay, I did not know that we'd have to do this. Son of a gun. I'm gonna be here for a while then, huh? Now, are there tons of enemies, or is it just going to be... Oh, there's also resources, at least. Gee, I should just keep doing this one. Because then it just keeps going to new ones. Okay. Oh, there's enemies. Oh, frick, there's enemies, too. But at the same time, if there's just... Okay. Actually, we might not have to fight them this way, though. Well, in the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna call this here. So we will clear through here as much as we do. And we will be moving on to the other stuff in the future there. Because I bet you we're going to be coming up to that limit. So I'm going to need to... Yeah. Current is there. Well, actually, it doesn't say any anymore. So we'll see. We'll see. Actually, it'll probably be saying like, oh yeah, you got to go to the corners and clear it out. I bet. But for now, we'll see you next time. I'm going to just start clearing this out on my own. See you guys then. Ciao.